Welcome to The Urban Edge. I'm Tina Johnson, and I'm back after 2 weeks. I want to thank Dr. Terry Walls and Zach Walls for guest hosting the show over the past 2 weeks. They did a fabulous job, and I greatly appreciate that. Today we have a famous metal sculptor, James Bearden, with us, and we also have his representative, Stephanie O'Neill, with us. We're going to go away right now and let you see a short teaser of a film that's being produced for them by Christian Day. Go to our commercials, and we'll be right back to talk more with James and Stephanie.
I use repetitive objects to build mass, to compose figural compositions. I'm James Bearden. I'm a metal sculptor.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios.
Listen, watch, chat.
This is Webcast One Live. Programs on webcastonelive.com are brought to you in part by KDC Builders, building custom homes for how you live. KDC will take your dreams and turn them into reality. Go to our website, kdcbuilt.com, or call Hannah Inman at 515-975-9990. And Tom Coates and ConsumerCreditOfAmerica.com. Are you overwhelmed with mounted credit card debt and feel there's no way out? Well, there is. Call 1-800-955-5765 for Consumer Credit of America. That's ccofamerica.com.
Welcome back to The Urban Edge. I have some fabulous guests on today, metal sculptor James Bearden and his representative Stephanie O'Neill. I first met them at the East Village Sunday Bazaar. They were standing out there with their work, James' work actually, and it interests me greatly. It was beautiful, everything that was out there. And then I found out that he has a studio right there in the East Village at the Market Building at 118 Southeast 4th Street in the East Village. James, you haven't been doing this forever. You were in the corporate world. Can you tell us what happened here?
Well,
if you can speak into the mic a little bit there. Sorry.
I left out. I've was in there for 20 years doing art direction, and got laid off 4 years ago. And I'd been working on. That's my other. I have 2 degrees. One's in fine art. So I decided that it's time to start working with my fine art skills.
Right.
And I've always been a painter, and so I decided just to stay with that and not go back, to art direction, which I've had a career already in that, 20 years. So.
Right. Had you done some sculptures before, previously? Like,
yes.
Fiddled around with it? And
I was in gallery showing work that were dealt more with wood sculpture, and more structural pieces that didn't involve welding, just, type things. So. And
so you taught yourself all of that?
No.
Or you studied other sculptors?
Yeah, studied some of the masters and just, what I do, what I really like, what the styles that I like, that I'm intrigued by, and I see something I like, and I think that's something that I'd like to have,
Right.
type thing. And
Who are some of the sculptors that have been impressive to you?
Calder, Noguchi, he's
I don't know any of these.
Henry Moore, of course, and Barbara Hepworth.
Okay. And what did your family think when you made the decision to not go back to the corporate world and to continue with the sculpting?
Well, that's that's my job. That's what I want to do. So
Excited?
I just have to prove what I can do, and if it's going good, So I've worked hard and shown that I can make money at it, and
And you and Stephanie seem like an awesome team working together. You doing the artsy side of it and you getting out there and selling it. So how did you two connect?
It's really random fate.
Tell us about it.
Oh my gosh. We have.
You know she's gonna.
Okay, my husband and I have this like really awesome garage sale every year, and we have had that. We've lived on Polk Boulevard for 19 years, and every year this cool guy in this cool green Mustang would come and knock on the door and want to look at our stuff. It was James. We didn't know who he was.
Really?
And then, probably 6-7 years ago, he's like, "You have one of my prints on your porch." We had no idea who the artist was. We just loved the work.
Right.
And anyhow, that's how we got to know him. And 4 years ago, he approached us and said, "Hey, can I put a sculpture in your yard?"
Okay.
And we said, "Sure." So he brought over a couple maquettes, and we chose one, and it's Turmoil is the name of it.
Okay.
It's in our front yard, and it was never going to move.
And we're going to see that one in pictures in just a little bit here.
Well, not
Or-
Turmoil. You'll
Okay,
see a couple
but
other ones.
Yeah. And so had you been going around to other people in the community and asking?
No.
You just chose them because you'd seen the stuff in their yard?
And I knew them, and I knew that they were artsy and had little out there
appreciation.
tastes like me, then they could understand something that's more.
I'm from Earth, not from another planet, though, Tina.
Right. Yeah, I know. So, at the Sunday East Village Bazaar, you guys had your setup there, and you met the people from Loki Gardens. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes.
And so now you've teamed up with Loki Gardens, and they have landscaped architects that will help people place your sculptures in their yard. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, they're architectural designers, and that will hopefully, we're going to show our work there on consignment there, and they will, if they have a project, then they will they have them there to show clients, and then hopefully it's going to work out like that.
And my understanding is you've gone international, so you're a big guy. You're a big thing here in
Well,
the world.
yes.
So
we
Japan
have
or
yes.
China?
We shipped a piece to Japan, and you're not going to believe this. They contacted us and said it survived the earthquake.
Oh.
So I mean,
Awesome.
it's
That is
stable.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Now, which one was that? What was the name of that one that you?
It was a cathedral series piece.
Okay. And how did they find out about you?
Through the Marion show,
Okay.
James did a show with
Which
Nina.
you're really connected to.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At the Low Art Center in Marion, he did a show in November with Nina Petrova, and they saw the piece and contacted us.
Okay. Awesome. So you're making a living doing this. It sounds like a very good living.
Yeah, well,
this point. That's awesome.
it's like
Okay.
a lot of hard work, and
You're also in projects. People can go into projects in the East Village and find your work. They can go into From Our Hands, right?
From Our Hands.
On the corner of 4th and East Locust. And then you've sold some pieces to some
mentioned
insurance companies.
2AU.
2AU. Where is that?
It's in Valley Junction.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not familiar with that. I'm sorry. So 2AU, you can find the work in Valley
Yeah.
Junction. And then insurance buildings here in Des Moines that have your sculptures are...
Well, one so far. It's the Homesteader's Life.
Okay.
I did a large
That's
one.
a large one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have a film coming out that Christian Day is producing. He's a famous film producer as well, a local guy, and that's Man of Metal. That's what the teaser was, what we just showed. So that's very exciting, and I imagine that will be shown at your studio opening this Saturday.
The teaser will, yes.
Right. This Saturday, 6 to 9?
Yes.
At the Market Building, 118 Southeast 4th. It's just south of Court Avenue, if people don't know where the Market Building is. Right next door to the Garden.
Yes.
Where people go dancing. So, and you have a lot of work right there in the Market Building as well.
Yes, we have a lot of work. And we move it to the galleries and then it back and forth, and so that's growing. So we are able to, but there's a lot of new work that people are going to see.
I love your studio as well.
It's
so
cool.
We're going to take a look at some of these pictures. Max, could you bring up the ones that were on the first flash drive that I gave you? And we'll have James and Stephanie describe what they're seeing here.
Go ahead.
Tell us about this one.
This is a cathedral piece, standing sculpture, 6 feet high. And this is part of my cathedral series and the ongoing series that I go back and forth to.
How many are in this series? I love this.
Each one is based. I use a similar technique, and they have a similar flare, a different flare each time, and so.
I thought something that was interesting about you also is that you seem to work on multiple projects all at the same time. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
So you're not just doing one thing at a time, but
Right.
I'll let you
No.
go ahead and explain this.
This is about 9 foot tall, and it was our first painted piece, and we had it in projects. It sold just like that to a South of Grand home.
Really cool white space age modern home.
Yeah, I
Really?
mean,
Great.
Warhols and
Yeah.
things like that. They had a wonderful collection, and this is in their
So it's a
collection.
lot of local people purchasing these larger sculptures as well.
Yes, and we have collectors in Chicago. I mean, we have people seeking James out
All over the country.
all over the country.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tell us about this one, James.
This is the first piece that I did from the this Ascendancy series, that set that came from this pipe I rescued out of the basement of the Market Building. This is the piece I did for our advertising work. It stands 8 feet. It's black oil finish. The series is part of an ongoing series that I've worked on called Cavernous Voids, and that's really what the series style is. We're calling it Ascendancy.
Okay.
They've come from the basement.
They're pretty much done except for patina. There's going to be 5 large ones.
Amazing. Back to the other one, though. How long did that take you, the 8-foot sculpture?
Oh, maybe a
think?
week or so.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And everything's hand cut.
Okay.
With a torch cut, ground.
And you're really into your work when you're doing this. I know from being at the Market Building that everyone in that building can hear that music and hear your work. We know that you're in there with the creative process going, that your wheels are turning and you're doing your thing.
Oh, yeah.
And the music, what is some of the music that you like to work to?
I like indie rock and Arcade Fire and, Yola Tango.
Okay.
So
And you like it loud.
I know, and
No,
I know
it's in a good way. I just think it's so cool.
Tina, Mike has come in there and turned it down, and I'm like,
I only do it when there's nobody working.
Yeah. Well, I think it's awesome, though.
and we have to be
know that you're
considerate
doing
of
your
our
thing.
neighbors.
Right.
Definitely.
So back to the pictures. We'll go back to those.
Yeah,
Okay,
you went
this
back
one?
one. You missed. There was one.
Oh, can we go back to one before this,
that was
Max?
the one that Stephanie likes a lot.
No. Okay, now. There.
That one.
There we
yes,
go.
that's an assemblage piece.
No, that's the second one from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make sure you speak up. So that
This
we
is
can-
assemblage, yeah.
Okay. And how tall is that one?
This is a small piece. This is like 30 inches.
Okay, and you do a lot of wall hangings as well.
Yes.
That's correct. Let's go to the next one, Max. No, the other direction. I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay, this is part of the terrain series that in a small piece. It's only 12 inches, and it's sold out of projects.
The recent bright fuchsia piece that you have coming, is that one of these?
Part of the terrain,
Okay.
bent. It's bent, simply bent, so there's no welds and no work to the metal, so you can get a nice clean finish. You know,
Okay.
that's kind of where I'm going.
And you could commission to do any, is that correct? Any
Yeah.
color someone wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To fit their space. Okay, let's go to the next one. I love that one.
That is actually in somebody's collection.
Okay.
We'll be installing that mid-April when the
Okay.
ground is ready to have a base poured.
And what's the name of that one?
It's a Cavernous Voids.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Cavernous Void series. But
Okay.
It was Reach, I think, or something like that.
I love how you name them. And tell us how you do that, James, if you don't mind.
Well,
It's a focus group, my gosh.
everything's based on figure. Everything I do is based on the human figure and movement.
Okay.
And I just see, like, after it's done, and I know when to play with that shape up on that high base like that.
Right.
Then I decide, well, it's doing what it's doing, you know,
Okay.
or what action I see.
Right. Okay.
I see
and
it, you know.
This I love. And this is similar to what you are donating to the East Village Gala, correct?
Yes.
And that could be a wall hanging or multiple wall hangings.
Yes.
Or on a
He's
desk?
he has quite a few of these landscapes that he's doing, and of various shapes. You can have one and then purchase other ones, and you can create
What
a
does
big-
something like this cost? For someone?
between $300 to $350.
Okay. So, and all of them are created differently, so it's
yeah,
all going to be
one of a
different.
kind.
Yeah. Okay, moving along to the next one. This
Oh.
is outside your home, is that correct?
Yes, it
Stephanie?
is. This was
So don't everyone go over to Polk Boulevard all at once.
no,
sit
and
outside
also too,
Stephanie's
Tina.
house.
Look in the background. See that one that's against the side of the house? That is
Yes.
the name of that is Capture, and that was with bent steel rod. And then there's some
An earlier series.
very
That was
early,
earlier
yeah.
series.
Okay,
very fortunate to have
But
that
this one is
that's beautiful.
an early piece that I actually had all those pieces, and that was all I had. And I put them all together, you know, as one sculpture. And that's before Cathedral, but it's got that linear packing, you know, that you keep everything in linear form like I do.
Right. And do you do quite a bit of that now? It seems
Yeah.
like you do, but just in different textures almost.
Yeah, there's
Everything's
nothing
so
like that.
different.
That's
That's
like-
what I love about your work, is that it's so different.
That's an early piece, and then I just developed that whole texturing technique, lunar surfacing, I call it.
Okay.
And I've like I said, this piece was done where I had this amount of work. I had these big tubes, and I used every one to make this sculpture.
Okay.
And what I do is I do series styles, and then we've got the cathedral style, we've got terrain, cavernous voids. I'll work in the style and then work and move back and forth in style so I
Okay.
can keep things fresh,
Okay. And you certainly do that. You accomplish that. Let's go to the next one. That's another outdoor
Yeah,
installation.
nice. That's cavernous voids, an early piece. That's
Now, is that at your house?
Yes,
Stephanie,
it is.
also?
well, it's
Yes.
3 years old. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, we have a sculpture park at our
that's
house.
Woman
yeah.
with Crown.
Okay. And this seems to be, I don't want to use the word popular, but people are very interested in it right now, especially with the art sculpture park we have in downtown Des Moines. People are gaining more of an appreciation for it, those who hadn't had previously. But we'll talk a little bit more about marketing these items when we come back. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios, this is Webcast One Live.
Whether you're 10, 25, 50, 80 years old and beyond, everyone needs to live within their means. I'm Tom Coates with Consumer Credit of America. For almost a quarter of a century, we've helped people of all ages learn to manage their personal finances to benefit them far into the future. When problems arise, we've got the experience you need to make those debt problems go away. Got financial problems? Call Consumer Credit of America.
Well, hi, I'm Rob Spearman. I'm a broker-owner of RE/MAX Real Estate Concepts in Des Moines, Iowa. Give us a call if you're looking at buying or selling a home, or if you're having trouble on your mortgage payments or looking to purchase foreclosures. We have the agents to help you, experienced, outstanding agents. Our office number is 515-276-2872. Or if you'd like to look at homes, go to our website, homeconnectusa.com.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios.
Listen, watch, chat.
This is Webcast One Live. Programs on webcast1live.com are brought to you in part by KDC Builders. Building custom homes for how you live. KDC will take your dreams and turn them into reality. Go to our website, kdcbuilt.com, or call Hannah Inman at 515-975-9990. And Tom Coates and ConsumerCreditOfAmerica.com. Are you overwhelmed with mounted credit card debt and feel there's no way out? Well, there is. Call 1-800-955-5765 for Consumer Credit of America. That's ccofamerica.com.
Welcome back. We're here with James Bearden and Stephanie O'Neill from Beardo Metalworks, and James is a famous metal sculptor. And we were talking about marketing the pieces. Has that been difficult at all?
Not really. We have a lot of collectors who are seeking out sculpture, but what really happened in the worldwide art market is when the Giacometti sold last February for $104 million, record-breaking.
Okay.
Absolutely record-breaking. And then, of course, with the Sculpture Park in Des Moines, sculpture is...
Yeah, there are sculptures all over Des Moines, actually. I love... at the American Republic Insurance Building.
Yes.
The Art Sculpture Park over by the river. We have great art here in Des Moines.
Sculpture is exciting. Mm-hmm. It is. It's not just on the wall. You can walk around it. You see different things. Sculpture is very exciting.
Okay. And James, you brought a piece here. Tell us about, I know that it's not finished.
Right.
And it's a tabletop piece. Tell us all about this.
Well, this is a piece from the pipe I'm using from the basement here at the market building. It's basically...
So it's got a lot of history, the metal itself.
Yeah, well, yeah, so it's kind of recycling, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's part of my Cavernous Void series that I use as a series style to get a feel. I know where I'm going with it as far as
if you had it in your home, if you were making this for your home, would you put a color on it? Would it stay the metal color? You would?
This is gonna, I'm probably gonna put either a green or a bronze finish, that kind of thing, know.
Okay.
So
That's what I wanted.
It needs a finish.
Okay, and anyone could purchase this?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And put any color they want on it, or leave it as is?
Yeah, well, I'll put the color on it. So when
but I mean, I'm sorry.
A lot of times they call the color out to me.
That's what I mean. They could pick a color.
It's gonna, whether it looks, there's the color really changes what you're,
But if someone said, if I came into you and I said, I want that to be bright yellow, and you had a different vision for it, would that bother you a little bit, or do you want it to be your specific what's in your mind? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, it goes in the color that I want.
Okay, that's what
that particular color. Now, if somebody said they wanted a yellow sculpture in that style, then I would work towards something that would work with yellow. With yellow,
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's the way we'd go with that. I mean, and I would what I've done before is I'll do like 3, and then yellow, and then you choose one. I would never just do one. I can't just.
Right.
commit. It just bothers me to commit to something that, and
Okay.
so I don't know.
And back to this, someone will win this lucky piece at the
That's
East
not the
Village
exact one.
Gala.
We will have one in that same
Real
series.
similar.
Right.
Very
Okay.
similar to that. Yes, we'll have a drawing at the, they'll have that in the silent auction at the gala, but also at our studio opening on Saturday, we
There'll
will
be
be
one.
drawing for one of those.
Oh, so you better be at both so that you could have more of the series.
Right.
Yeah, and if you
Right.
want more, like you said, to position them different places on your wall, you could commission James to do that for you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you come to the show opening, you'll see how we're going to have them all in one pack.
Okay.
And so you can, move them around, that kind of thing, and just kind of decide if you need one or three or whatever, so.
And once again, that's this Saturday at the Market Building, 6 to 9.
Yes.
What else is happening at that opening? Is there music? Is there food?
There's a sound installation. Kristen Day is going to be doing that.
Okay.
And, of course...
He's awesome
he
to work
is.
with.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. He's a young...
He's done several movies.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he's really into it.
Yeah. So an art or a sound installation,
Will
other
be
stuff going on.
Well, we'll be presenting the market building pieces.
And anyone is free to come to that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Sure.
And parking's great over there.
Yes, it
There's
is.
lots of parking.
Mhm.
So once again, that's in the East Village at the Market Building, 118 Southeast 4th, just south of Court Avenue. Really easy to get to. So-
That building has so much life in it.
Yeah.
And
We'll have lighting on that night and a sculpture out
I
front.
was just gonna ask
We're going to
about
shoot
that.
shadows onto the building.
Okay.
And so you'll find it that way. And
It'll be
I'm
pretty
hoping.
fantastic.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, 6 to 9, when does it get dark? I guess I didn't think about that. Probably won't even be dark.
Yeah.
But we're going to put one out front.
So who have you invited to this, or how are you getting the word out about your studio?
well, of course, Facebook.
Yeah.
We have our own Beardo
That's
Metalworks
wonderful.
page.
So make yourself a friend of Beardo Metalworks.
Work.
Work.
No
Beardo
S.
Metalwork.
Yeah, if you're going to do that.
Okay, thank you. Can
Well, I
you
mean,
can you
it's-
put that up for us, Max, too? Make yourself a friend of Beardo Metalwork on Facebook. And how else are you getting it out?
We send
Okay.
postcards out.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're telling everybody, and they're telling everybody. We've got, lots of interested people who have already been contacting us. Can I come to the
Right.
studio now? Can I see those pieces now?
And can they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Just give
So-
me a call.
Okay, and how did they reach you, Stephanie?
At 991-1136 is
Okay.
my phone, and I highly recommend calling me because James rarely has his phone on, or if he does, it just goes to voicemail, and
And he's doing his thing.
he's doing his
Yeah.
thing.
It's-
My gosh,
Yeah.
why would he answer a phone?
Right.
You know?
So you're at art festivals this year as well.
Yes, yes.
You
Yeah.
have been in the past.
Those invitations are coming rapidly.
Okay, so Boulder, Colorado,
Boulder.
Madison.
Madison.
That's
Great.
that's a
Wisconsin,
great.
Edina,
great-
Minnesota.
Edina.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were invited actually to 2 Chicago shows. One of them is a conflict with Edina, so we had to
at
weigh
Millennium
that.
Park. As
Millennium
well.
Park, yeah.
An
Yeah.
awesome place to be.
And a very hard show to get into. Very hard show. But
It's just, Chicago's. It's a lot to do. That's a big trip,
Right.
with all kinds of different things, lodging and all that. It's
Yeah.
something else. And I want
I
to
think-
sell big pieces. People
yeah,
won't
I think
come to
Motel
that.
6 there
Right.
is like $350 a night.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. You're dealing
Right.
with a
And
lot.
that's roughing it for
Yeah.
me.
I just like
Okay.
to sleep in my booth usually anyway. So.
Oh, come on.
No, I just-
No, you don't.
Where would the hair product be?
I know,
God.
exactly.
Brings me to, you had this hair.
Yeah.
And you were really known for your hair. I think, well,
You were.
people I know, you were known for your hair. And then I saw on Facebook, Stephanie had posted, you cut it really short. And everybody was like, oh my God, he cut his hair. And now it's grown. It's like the perfect mixture, I think.
Yeah, I think I
Right
like
now,
it. It was
it's
very
awesome.
shocking. I walked into the studio. I didn't see him anywhere, and then he pops in the door, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's
Very-
short hair. I couldn't imagine.
And he likes product. You like product, right? What kind of product do you use on your hair?
What's that stuff?
Moroccan
oil.
Moroccan oil.
And I have talked to him about possibly throwing it on a sculpture and using his torch to see what kind of a finish that it would
You
be.
never know.
You don't know.
Something very personalized. Tell us, the Des Moines Arts Festival, people are going to be asking, will you be there?
We were not
We'll be.
accepted.
Yeah.
Not at the Des Moines Art Center or
Right.
Des Moines Art Fest.
Yeah.
160 artists. Only 10 of those artists are from Iowa.
Which is crazy
It's
to me
crazy.
that you wouldn't be in our arts festival.
Well, go and see the
believe
sculpture
that.
there and then decide if you think I should have been.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well,
said.
I've seen your stuff, so it's blowing my mind that you weren't accepted.
Well,
I
that's
know,
the
I-
same weekend as Boulder anyway.
Yeah.
And that will
Yeah.
probably be a better festival. And probably in Colorado, it's like one of their big fests, and only 10
Yeah.
people from
Right.
Colorado got in.
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that's how it is.
What
yeah.
about the East Village Sunday Bazaar? Did you do well there?
No, it was great.
We
It
did,
was
and we
fun.
met a lot of contacts and got
Yeah.
a lot of people who commissioned work.
Uh-huh. And I want to
Projects were
mention,
in there now. We're right outside there. That was fun.
who do you work at at Projects?
Kelly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kelly. And I know Amy Hasselbrock from Amy's was awesome in setting up the
Oh,
East Village
okay,
Sunday
now.
Bazaar.
Yes.
Will you be there again this year?
Oh, yes. And
Okay.
we're really hoping, and maybe there's some talk about it, a spring bazaar, but I mean, that obviously isn't happening.
Well, I know the Sunday Bazaar in the fall is expanding. They had to expand. They
Yeah.
got so big.
Groovy.
Will you be at the farmers market?
We haven't
No,
really
no,
discussed that.
no.
I highly doubt it, though.
Okay.
We'd eat our profits.
No, I'm not. That's a little bit. I think that the bazaar there in East Village is real cool and hip
Yeah.
and trendy.
I think you're right.
Farmers market.
Well,
I mean,
hip and
you know.
trendy people have to have organic food, though, James.
Yeah, and I do have to say, a lot of the people the urban dwellers right now living downtown are extremely interested
Yeah, we had some
art,
cool
sculptures,
feedback.
and they are at that farmer's market. So just
Yeah.
to encourage you a little bit. But
I
I know what
know,
you're saying.
but
I know you're in that
There's a
bad
line I want
place.
to draw.
And
To
last
show
year we
art.
had somebody who was obviously familiar with Des Moines and at the bazaar and said, James, I saw you at the Madison show. They're from
Oh,
Wisconsin.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
it's cool.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Awesome. So what have you
No.
been the most surprised about? I know you said one day you and Stephanie had walked into someone's home that you had sold a piece to, and then you found some of your other work, and you have made so much that you have been like, oh my gosh, I'm glad to see that, because I thought that I got rid of that and made another piece.
I have. It has happened. It's funny how
Yeah.
that is.
It is funny.
And as a child, what do you think prompted you to enjoy this kind of thing? As a child, were you interested in art at all?
Oh
At a
yeah, I
young
did
age?
drawing and that kind of thing. Painting, drawing. That was it. That's kind of. People didn't do sculpture.
Did anyone promote that with you?
I did.
Anyone special? A teacher, a parent, a relative?
Oh yeah, my mom's a very great artist. She's really good.
Oh, awesome.
And she's not a professional artist, but she's very good. And I had a great
So she
art teacher,
encouraged
Stuart
it.
Buck. I mean, he was great. I mean,
And where was he from?
Bondurant.
Okay, Stuart Buck.
Stuart
Is he
Buck.
still there?
Oh yeah, he's still there. Yeah.
Awesome.
still at
so
Grandview?
people should feel really lucky.
Bondurant High School.
Oh, okay.
And then and then college, then that's a whole different thing, and
Okay.
just learning. But there's people that have, just you open your eyes and you just get the big aha,
Right.
That's what I think is cool, and that's how I want it,
And I
that's-
know you seem really aha about your sister's work also,
Oh
which
yeah,
I think is very cool.
She's got talent.
a
and
whole
she-
different type
Yeah.
of art, but I like what she
She's
does.
she's got some. There's
So it's really in your family.
She's really into it. No, we just really try to get into art, real art. Not, I don't know.
Not the
cookie
Xerox
cutter.
copies of the sea otters that you see at a lot of art fests.
Exactly. What about you have a young daughter. How old is she?
8.
Okay. And is she interested in what
She
you're doing?
she's clever. She's got a good eye, I think. So
Okay.
She has her own little setup in the studio
She
with her
does
pastels.
things.
It's so
She's-
cool.
So you involve her in this.
Yeah, well, yeah.
In
She
some
comes
of
to the
it, what she
studio, runs around.
Okay. That's neat.
I think she needs a hard hat at times.
Yeah, she needs.
Yeah.
We're gonna put her bike upstairs and let her ride around up there.
Yeah.
Now-
I ride a bike around there. It's
Well,
fun. I
yeah,
do.
it's a lot of space.
It's fun.
Let's go back to the pictures, because I want to make sure that we cover some of the other work that you've done. And also want to mention that you have 2 studio cats. What's their names?
Oh.
Well, they have a lot of different names depending on who.
Yeah.
If it's the attorneys there, Isaac.
Oh, I love that picture.
There they are.
Yes,
Oh.
Calder and Moore. Actually, Henry is right by the mother, and then the one closer is Alexander Calder,
Okay.
named after, of course, very favorite artists that we
Yeah.
enjoy. But it's like Henry,
Look at that.
Henry. I love
Cute.
them.
That's a good picture.
It is, James.
And let's go to the next.
Oh, okay.
Tell us
This is our
about this.
newest piece. This is the new work for Homesteader's Life that I just completed
And that's here
a
in
week
Des
ago.
Moines.
Yep, here in Des Moines. Well, it's inside, in their made nice reception area. And that's part of my terrain series. And this is my biggest piece to get to date.
Okay.
And it was commissioned piece.
All right. And moving along. I love that piece. Better.
And there's another shot of it from the back of you go enter on the other side there.
I actually
You can
like
see the
that
bronze.
angle of it.
Oh, and then here's a piece from Stephanie. This is yours.
Yeah, this is Fainting Woman. And this piece will probably be at Loki's Garden.
Okay.
Maybe we have it at the show at our opening.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think so.
But with my yard, of course, I have lots of sculpture, and I call it the showroom,
Oh, okay.
the grassy showroom, because a lot of people cannot visualize what a sculpture is going to look like in their
Right.
outside environment.
Right. That would be hard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the piece that.
Went to Japan.
Yeah, this is a piece, cathedral piece, small, 15 inches.
That would be hard to ship.
And as you can see, the figure
was quite
form.
expensive.
It's supposed to figure.
Okay. And the next, moving along. I threw that in there because I thought you were doing some of this. I really like
Yeah,
it.
that's a style that I really didn't name. It's just I do these piercing wall hanging half.
And that's copper.
Yeah. You work with all sorts of metal, is that right?
Yeah, steel a lot. It's mostly steel. It's just
Okay.
it's up, find it.
And I love this one, and it's gone.
It's in Iowa City, actually, in a home.
I
in
really
there.
wanted that.
Yeah, this is.
Hey, our stuff goes fast.
I know it does.
This is called Never Ending Line, and
Okay.
I've done another one of those for a while.
Yeah, I really like it. Okay, moving along. This is your
Cool.
actual
Cool
studio.
shot.
And
I love that shot. It's so.
yeah,
Is this your shot?
that's my shot. The day I
Yeah.
came in and shot
This
your
shot,
studio.
it's a wide angle lens. That's a great shot of our studio.
Yeah,
I've
I have
seen
lots
that.
of those. But I love all the bright, vivid colors, and I love walking in there when you see you welding in there and all the blues and greens and the sparks going. It's a really unique experience. And I also love that when I'm shooting like a senior photo shoot or something like that,
Yeah.
people are interested in meeting you, and you have always been so awesome about welcoming people into your space. You've allowed me to take senior photo shots in your place. But in terms of promoting art with younger people, I appreciate that, and I think their parents did as well. And so I
that's
want to
good to
thank
hear.
you for that. Here's the other wall. I think that's the east wall in your studio.
Yeah, that's a cavernous voids piece. That's 4
yeah.
pieces.
And you're always changing furniture as well,
Oh, yeah.
as you're a collector of that also.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite, or some of the favorite furniture makers that you...
Herman Miller. I love
Okay.
Charles Ames' work and George
Okay.
Nelson. So
Right.
they can contact us if they have any. They are interested in trading for sculpture.
Yeah. It was,
I do
come
that
on,
all the time.
James. Stop
He,
it.
he always has new interesting stuff. We're going to take a quick break and come back and talk a little bit more. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll be right back.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios, this is Webcast One Live.
Whether you're 10, 25, 50, 80 years old and beyond, everyone needs to live within their means. I'm Tom Coates with Consumer Credit of America. For almost a quarter of a century, we've helped people of all ages learn to manage their personal finances to benefit them far into the future. When problems arise, we've got the experience you need to make those debt problems go away. Got financial problems? Call Consumer Credit of America.
Well, hi, I'm Rob Spearman. I'm a broker owner of RE/MAX Real Estate Concepts in Des Moines, Iowa. Give us a call if you're looking at buying or selling a home, Or if you're having trouble on your mortgage payments or looking to purchase foreclosures, we have the agents to help you, experienced, outstanding agents. Our office number is 515-276-2872. Or if you'd like to look at homes, go to our website, homeconnectusa.com.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios,
Listen, watch, chat.
this is Webcast One Live. Programs on webcast1live.com are brought to you in part by KDC Builders, building custom homes for how you live. KDC will take your dreams and turn them into reality. Go to our website, kdcbuilt.com, or call Hannah Inman at 515-975-9990. And Tom Coates and ConsumerCreditOfAmerica.com. Are you overwhelmed with mounted credit card debt and feel there's no way out? Well, there is. Call 1-800-955-5765 for Consumer Credit of America. That's ccofamerica.com.
Welcome back to the Urban Edge. We have our guest James Bearden, metal sculptor, and Stephanie O'Neill, his representative. And you two are looking for more public artwork, or more public work to be commissioned for all over the place, Des Moines and wherever. You currently have collections at Brenton Bank, Hubble Realty, the City of Des Moines, City of Kansas City, Merle Hay Mall, Homesteaders Insurance, and many other private collections. So you're pretty well known, but you're looking for additional public work.
Yes.
So,
We're wondering, actually, I've talked to Mike Kintner about it, the bike racks in East Village.
Oh,
so
okay.
when that comes up again, we're definitely going to go forward and enter that.
what other building would you really like to see yourself in? Your
I'd like
artwork?
to have a piece in the East Village.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of great places to have one down in there, I think so. That's a place, I suppose.
And in the corporate world, in the corporate building, of all the buildings in Des Moines, where would you like to see your work?
Well,
There's some phenomenal buildings. That's why I'm asking. Like the new Wellmark building is gorgeous.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Would that be, or is there one specific that you can think of that
No.
you could really see your
Oh,
work
the
in?
Des Moines Sculpture Park.
Yeah, yeah.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Yeah.
We're all
There you go.
striving
Well,
for
you
that.
may end up there.
yeah.
You never know.
So you don't. Now you also donate, just like you did to the East Village Gala for their party. But you're also donating to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Is that correct? One of your sculptures.
Yes, their big gala is in May, I believe, and we'll be donating a large piece for the silent auction.
Awesome. So have you done quite a bit of that
No.
for other foundations? or-
We've donated, a few pieces.
Art Center.
Yeah, the Vault is coming up, which is
Okay.
an art center event, and we're not going to talk about what one we're doing because there's actually a little competition there
Oh,
for
okay,
people to guess
okay.
the artist, da-da-da,
Okay.
so.
But you're very open to doing that, so, okay, for the
Right.
right cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What is a cause other than the Make-A-Wish that sticks out in your mind that,
I would say for me, breast cancer.
okay.
In fact, James actually installed turmoil in my yard on the 1-year anniversary of my survivorship. And so I just
awesome.
felt really close to James. I felt close to the sculpture. And there's a Bras for the Cause that will be coming up. I believe that's in the fall, and we're definitely going to submit to that, and that is a jury.
Wonderful. It sounds like really well-rounded in terms of everything that you're doing with your artwork. So what else would you like to tell everybody, James, about you? Is there something really unique that nobody knows that you'd
He's
like to
from
tell
a different
us?
planet.
Yeah, I know. I work every day on sculpture. I'm really
I know
really
you're there
driven
late
right
at night.
now. I'm here.
A lot.
Yeah,
Early
yeah.
morning, late at night.
Like 12, 14-hour days.
The work that I do is what I want to do. It's my work. I have a definite style. and I develop these styles. So when you get a work from me, it is a very individual piece that's one of a kind. And, so.
It's so personal.
Yeah.
And every piece is personal. Yeah. It's not mass produced, and I
you-
like it.
Well, sorry. Have you ever found a piece of your work where you're like, oh, I wish they wouldn't have put it there? Or,
Well, then it
Does that
becomes
happen?
another piece. He
Right.
breaks it up and it becomes something else that he.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, yes. You
Okay.
haven't heard the breaking of the metal.
No.
Oh,
no.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's usually at night
Sledgehammer.
when everybody leaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's some things that just are really flattered with, and they came together great.
Okay.
And I know that,
Uh-huh.
and other times it's not quite done and doesn't get a lot of reaction. So then
Yeah.
it's like, okay, maybe this is,
And we were talking about, before the show, we were talking a little bit about some of your stuff being brutal, per se, in terms of the darkness of some of your items and the way it's portrayed in the teaser a little bit with the music, the background music. A little bit what I was saying was kind of scary, but in a beautiful way. I mean that in a good way. But you were saying, yeah.
Well,
some
yeah,
of
they're
his artwork
the
is
most
brutal.
beautiful, brutal sculpture.
Right.
And they're brutal, but that's how James is.
Yeah. Well, that's what I see with the loud music that's going on. The whole process with him.
James,
So unique.
The sculpture is James, and
It's alive.
It's alive. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And I feel a big part of his work too. Like, for instance, last night I think we spent 2 hours sitting in chairs, moving around to look at the market building pieces.
From different perspectives.
deciding which one we like the best, and we're gonna put a few
Disagreeing
here
a little
and there,
bit,
so.
and then coming
Yeah.
together on the same ideas.
So here's your opportunity to come and see whether you like this the metal sculptures that James is working on. You can get to the studio opening this Saturday, 6 to 9, at the Market Building, 118 Southeast 4th. If you would like to have a piece of work commissioned for you, please contact Stephanie at
991-1136.
Okay, and you can be contacted on
Beardo Metalwork.
Right,
At
on
Gmail.
and on Facebook also.
Yes,
Beardo
yes.
Metalwork on Facebook. So we want to thank everyone for joining us today, and I'm sure that we'll see a lot more from James Bearden and Stephanie O'Neill. So very excited for them, and look forward to seeing all of you at the studio opening this Saturday, 6 to 9. We'll see you next Wednesday at 1:30 here on The Urban Edge.
From the RE/MAX Real Estate Concept Studios,
Listen, watch, chat.
this is Webcast One Live. Programs on webcast1live.com are brought to you in part by KDC Builders, building custom homes for how you live. KDC will take your dreams and turn them into reality. Go to our website, kdcbuilt.com, or call Hannah Inman at 515-975-9990. And Tom Coates and ConsumerCreditOfAmerica.com. Are you overwhelmed with mounted credit card debt and feel there's no way out? Well, there is. Call 1-800-955-5765 for Consumer Credit of America. That's ccofamerica.com.